Hey guys, Nevada Cario here. Grindals, this is a rant, slash reading from the community post from Grindal61. So this is kind of a shout out to Grindal61. So yeah. So I'm gonna be reading the rant and I will give some of my opinions in this and I'm gonna be careful with saying what I'm gonna say. I'm not trying to get my channel taken down. Also, and because my channel is small, so that's the reason as well. So, anyways, let's start this rant. This picture is very representative of the Trump movement today. I, of course, will be called a libtard for what I am about to say, but that doesn't make it any less true. 4 years of Donald Trump has moved America more to the left than what Barack Obama was able to accomplish in 8 years. Yeah, the lefty types have moved so far to the left. And then even if there are, gun owners like that, who are like on the left, the Democrats, the Latino conservatives, I mean, those type of people are going to be the demise of the Second Amendment. You know what? Better to say gun rights. Forget about it. Second Amendment hasn't even done anything to us because people haven't enforced it. And guess what? We shouldn't even have to need a piece of paper. So yeah, anyways. In the last 4 years, cancel culture has fully embedded itself into our society. It's the epitome of cultural Marxism. The radical homosexual agenda has more power now than at any other point in our country's history. The gnarliest looking freak can take the stage at a Trump event so long as they're wearing MAGA Trump gear. People who consider themselves as conservatives beg for socialism as they claim to be against socialism, i.e., free money, stimulus payments. Don't forget that several months ago, Donald Trump signed an executive order giving out free money to people on his base. Thought it was the greatest thing in the world. Okay, well, maybe not all. I'm sure there are some that understand what's going on. But, I mean, the truther types are minority at all areas, all beliefs. Sorry to say that. Was literally trying to buy your vote, and every time they give you stimulus money, they are bribing you. The terms of these bribes are that you shut up, obey, wear a muzzle, and wait for your needles. Charlie Kirk from Turning Point USA was appointed at the lead controlled opposition for young conservatives in America. And as a result of the TPUSA's infiltration is the establishment Republican Party is more to the left right now than Democrats were in 2017. Well, I kind of disagree, and it all depends. It's not about fighting and winning in the culture war. Like, fuck it, forget it, I don't care, I ain't gonna unite anybody on the right or left. Both sides can just off themselves. It's about adapting and adopting enemies' platforms in the name of getting more people on our side. Who needs Democrats when you have Republicans in 2020? The next 4 years will be quite predictable. Biden derangement syndrome will be strong. Trump supporters will spend the next 4 years saying, "Not my president." Well, I mean, I guess you are starting to see more of the Trumpsters, going on the streets now, more like leftists were. But of course, the mainstream media will not be showing it all, although they are, just so they can look genuine and integrity, which is complete crap. They're full of garbage. I fear that even after Trump has left office, we will see people wearing their Trump gear, and that's just cringe. Anyone paying close attention will realize that lefty anti-Trumpers and right-wing anti-Biden files have much more in common than not. Yeah, the ones who are super in on it with the politics. Why is that? Because everyone in America is stupid. And of course, and it is true. Because most of the people in this country are so, I don't know, I guess they're dumbed down. Because that's what this country is good at. Nobody has guts. Nobody really truly wants to preserve their rights. I say the people who do the 3D printing with all the pows, the guns, are the people who are doing something, Those are the people. Maybe that's probably the future. Who even knows? People, maybe we should start trying that, because who even knows what will happen in Joe Biden's administration. It doesn't matter if I get a U.S. elections info card. YouTube, you can go to hell and fuck yourself. Everyone being stupid has resulted in Americans giving up their country to an alleged, beer flu. Beer flu didn't wreck our country. Politicians didn't wreck our country. The American people wrecked our country by complying with illegal mandates. Absolutely, and I agree. Everyone who has gone along with this whole PSYOP enforcement is part of the problem. Every business that has shut itself down in the name of the following rules is part of the problem. I have worn a muzzle 3 times since March, and that's 3 times that I was part of the problem. Well, unfortunately for me, if you're with parents, you get wussified and you get much scared. Because, I'm guilty, and putting it below my nose, I usually try to do that when I'm not around my mom. And unfortunately, Christmas Eve, when going to shop, unfortunately, I was going good until the final part, going to the register, the clerk, to pay for the food and stuff. And that security guard just came into my face and said, "Put it on your nose." And my dad just made it worse. He got pissed off with me. It's just not fun. I'm just starting to hate Christmas. I'm starting to hate almost everything. I'm not looking forward to anything. The only thing I'm looking forward is getting out of the city and going into the country. That's the only thing I care about. Nothing else. Prior to Christmas, I told my wife I didn't want to do it because I have no interest in being around or anybody who believes that the you-know-what is real and scary. I have no patience for those people, and there is no point in arguing with them. If after all the evidence, after all the hypocrisy, if after all the double standards, and you still believe what the TV says about you-know-what, then you are a lost cause, and I have no time and energy for you. Agreed. Same way. I go to the first home, and somebody who works at a healthcare field brags about how he has already gotten needles. There's no point in even trying to tell him about the danger he's putting himself in. He thinks he is on the front lines and believes in what he's doing. At the second home, it was a non-stop you-know-what talk. At both homes, I sat quietly waiting for enough time to pass so I could get out of those environments. I can't argue with these people because I don't have the energy or the fight in me anymore. Trying to wake people up who are fully asleep is the biggest waste of time ever. Some people are never meant to wake up. If you are still a zombie in 2020, you are always going to be one. Yeah, it's like 9/11. I'm seriously over it, and the worst part isn't going anywhere. There is no going back to how things used to be. Not like that was much better, but at least it felt more. It felt more free than what we have right now. They're using you-know-what to change the entire world, just like they did after 9/11. and they are going to be successful. How you handle this new world is your personal decision, and you need to do what works best for you. You can try and fight, but don't don't expect to have any success if you're the only one standing up. Because just like in all the videos I have seen, it's always one person saying no while 10 others tell him to just get the F out. 3% rising up against this system. Oh, I lost track. Is only going to result in failure. Yeah, people say, well, why don't you go first? No, this is bad. We can't do it. We shouldn't be harsh. It can't be violent. Well, guess what? It doesn't have to be violent. It could just be mass civil disobedience. I don't always like violence. I don't always like it. That's my perception. But the only way is just civil disobedience. And I'm sorry, and there is hope for some towns. Not all towns are going along with this whole thing. I've been to Kingsman, Arizona this weekend, and almost the store clerks at the pit stops, the gas station, whatever, you call them, did not, even if it was like required, they didn't even have those in their faces, which kind of gives you some hope. But what about the rest of the town? Well, you'll have to find out on your own if anybody lives in Kingsman. We are going to need at least 30 and 40% of the population to think like us. And after seeing everything that has happened, I don't see anything that can happen that is going to wake these people up. People are already getting needled. And people are still calmly sitting back and enjoying this shit show. Yeah, I'm kind of the same thing. I can't do anything until I have an opening. I have to save more money. I might as well just be careful with my money spending. On PS, the only people that can be woken up are the ones who are already somewhat skeptical. The ones who are sitting on the fence, the ones who have questions already, if they are looking at the TV and saying, OMG, scary, I heavily recommend you don't waste your time. It's only going to cause you grief. And here is I'll see if I can try to find, I don't know. I wish I could download this. It's going to be difficult. I might as well just find it on the computer. So this is what it looks like, if you're wondering. So yeah, that was pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys for watching this video. Only just to get grindal61's message out, and maybe he could help me if he, links, one of, in his community post. I'll tell him in the comment sections here. 87,000 subscribers. I know I'm using this as an exploitation, but that just gave me an idea for a video. It's also inspired by Chronic Blast, who has already made series of grindal61's community posts just because he isn't much in the mood to be uploading videos. He's already uploaded a couple of ones, which kind of makes me happy, although I'm subscribed to him. Although I'm not a patriot, I'm just a voluntarist. If you're new in this channel, I don't believe in the state. Fuck the state. So anyways, I hope you guys have a good day. Arigato gozaimasu. Never stop fighting for freedom. Liberty for all. Peace.